Assalamualaikum teman Dalila. Okay, my name is okay. So my name is Muhammad Adrian bin Muhammad Saleh. The student ID is 52215116231. Today we will be presenting about on the the case, the assignment 1. Okay, so first let's read the assignment 1. Okay, so here police forensic challenge is a fictional situation, which means it's not real, where my job is to analyze forensic evidence. So the mission is to analyze a recovered floppy, which is a floppy disk or diskette, and answer the question below. So what makes this challenge unique? Because it provide me with the police report, which we will read later. So just like investigation, you have some background information from this police report. Okay, below is the DD image of recovered floppy. So okay, so the provider is the police report here. Let's open it with the word 2016. So this is the scenario. Is Joe Jacob, age 28, was arrested yesterday on charges for selling illegal drug to high school student. A local police officer posed as a high school student, which means the local police officer disguised as a high school student, and was approached by the target, which is the Joe Jacob, in the parking lot of Smith Hill High School. Jacob asked the undercover cop, he's asked the wrong target, if he would like to buy some marijuana. So before the undercover cop could answer, Jacob pulled some out of his from the marijuana from his pocket and showed it to the officer. Jacob said, okay, Jacob said is looks interesting. Look at this stuff. Colombian could not grow it better. My supplier not only sell it direct to me, he grow it himself, which means the supplier grow it himself. So Jacob has been seen numerous occasions hanging out at various local high school parking around 2:30 p.m., which is the time school usually ends for the day. So school officials from multiple high school have called the police regarding Jacob, which means it's not only Smith Hill High School, it might have involved with other high school. So Jacob present and noted an increase in drug use among students is relevant. So obviously Joe Jacob has been selling marijuana to the student of high schools. So the police need our help. They want to try and determine if Joe Jacob has been selling drug to a student at other school besides Smith Hill. Okay, we will see if there any evidence saying that. The problem is no student will come forward and help the police. What forward? Okay. Based on Joe comment regarding the Colombian, the police are interested in finding Joe Jacob supplier. So or the producer of marijuana. So I suppose I need to find who is the the supplier of marijuana to Joe Jacob. So Jacob has denied being selling drug at either high school besides Smith Hill. So we need to find the evidence for this. And refused to provide the police with the name of his drug supplier. Don't worry. I think we can find this if we can discover anything. Jacob also refused to validate the statement that he made to the undercover. Okay. No worry. We were caught already. Officer right before I said. Of the suspect, how the police were able to obtain a small amount of marijuana. The police also seized a single floppy disk but no computer and other media. So the single floppy disk might lead us to the evidence. So the police had image and provided the copy to me. They would like to examine some sort there. So Jacob. So after he escaped town, the police would like to lock him. So to do so, I need to move first. Okay, any times, location, and situation presented are completely made up. Any resemblance? So this is just a fictional situation case. Okay, never mind. Let's proceed. So the image.z is MD5 as this. So I also need to answer the 5 question. Who is Joe Jacob supplier of marijuana and what is the address listed for the supplier? So we need to find the Joe Jacob supplier, the name and the address of the supplier. Crucial data. Okay, we will discover this later when we see the image. So for this, I will use the Kali Linux VM to assist me. So first is image.zip. So I already actually send the image.zip to the Kali Linux desktop. Yeah, the image.zip. So first, we need to verify the zip file. So image.zip. Oh, okay, I'm not in the desktop yet. So cd desktop and define image.zip. So basics, if okay, let's do some old school comparing. So if you see correctly, or if you can copy and paste it, it's same. So the image.zip is valid. How about I make one copy to the document just for data acquisition, data preservation. So I will maybe not temper it during extraction or something like that. So here the document has some. Okay, so let's extract the image. So here is the image. So let's see the file first. Image. So it's a DOS MBR boot sector, code offset, OMID, blah 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 blah, blah sector. Okay, FAT12, FAT12 bit. This is the crucial information we need later on. FAT12 bit. Alright. So for this challenge, I will use autopsy. So let's new tab. Autopsy. So let's open the autopsy. So for this challenge, I use the autopsy forensic browser to assist me. So first, let's open the new case. So the case name, since it's related to marijuana, so I just prefer marijuana case. So the description is Joe Jacob, drug case Joe Jacob. So I said marijuana case Joe Jacob. So investigator name, which autopsy provide us a way to which have multiple investigator on one case, so we can just list the name here. So I will list my name here, Ridwan. So open a new case. Oh, invalid case value, which one? Oh, I think they just can only contain letter. New case. Alright, okay, we proceed. So this is the directory which was the case created. So add host. So the host is like my virtual workspace. If other investigator is doing the case also, they will have use different hosts. So for now, the only people here is me, so I just leave it which host one. Description not, so just leave it. Time zone, if the time zone is different. Time skew adjustment, if I would like to adjust a few seconds faster or minus 10 seconds late. So for now, this case does not ask required to do this. Path of elite hash database and path of inner hash database also was not provided, so we just leave it. So just add host. So okay, now so we add image. So now we add the image file. So the location of the image file, which we need to know the location first. pwd. So root desktop, which in the image. So actually it's already been here. So type, please select if this image file. Okay, so type is the disk, symlink. Next. So DOS volume image. For floppy disk, doing some quick googling will show that the floppy disk is a single volume. So we need to take the volume image, otherwise the data will be much scrambled. Okay, so let's proceed. So for this, the challenge provide us with the MD5 for the hashing for the image.zip, not which for the image. So I guess we calculate our own first. So let one point, we can choose whatever point because we are the only investigator here. So file type, system type FAT12 as shown here, FAT12 bit. So FAT12. Okay, so calculate, add. So here's the current MD5 for the image. So let's take the note. Take a note for this one. So I think I already save note. Okay, so now note txt. The high front is just my note. So you can switch the image equal to, let's copy this one for later. Okay, so okay, save. Alright, testing partition. So it's already added. Okay. So first thing, before we start analyzing the image, we need to create the index. we need to continue again because my video recorder only provide 10 minutes for the free version. Okay, never mind. There will be multiple video. I will combine it later. So first we need to extract the string of the entire volume. So because if we're extracting the ASCII and Unicode string, it will make the keyword searching much more faster than we if we do not. So just extract the strings. If for the this one is just a floppy disk image, which is the file size around, I forgot where is the file size. So just around 18 KB. I think that's not 18 KB. Okay, just a normal floppy disk. It's a small floppy disk. So the time required for extracting is not longer. So if we about extracting a hard drive, a pen, USB drive, flash drive, it will take much more longer. So let's image detail. Now we need to extract the unallocated sector, so we can see the unallocated sector after during we analyzing. So extract unallocated. So go to image detail. Now extract string of unallocated sector also. So we can use keyword searching faster throughout the unallocated sector also. So image detail. Okay, now done. So the name of the image, blah blah blah. So ASCII string is stored here, Unicode allocated sector is stored here. So never mind, that's why not really detail. So let's analyze. Here's where the real file begins. So file analysis. So from here, the three top is just a system file or like a driver, which is not the file that we needed. So the file the image contain three files, which is coverpage.jpgc, jimmyjungle.doc, schedule.sa. Okay, so this is okay. For I will introduce a few about the forensic autopsy browser. Forensic browser. So keyword search is where you can search a keyword string that you want. File type, I'm not used to this one, so just skip there. So image detail is the total image detail of this floppy disk image. So here where the contain sector size, so one sector equal to 512, one cluster is equal, so equal to 512 sector. Okay, so the fact content in sector. So here's maybe some image some files we will see later on. So metadata, we can see allocation list which the metadata were allocated. So two forward, this forward. So data unit is where we can see all the sector which were allocated or not allocated. So we can see here. So I think after this is not allocated. So we proceed with the file analysis. So first we need to see the cover page.jpgc. From here we can see the ASCII one, nothing, just a gibberish. The head also messed up because it was FC6. So there was probably no readable data. So nothing. So we can see the data here. So here is the meta. Okay, the size is 15585. Why the sector is only 451? Remember I said before. Okay, see the note. Okay, that note.txt. One sector equal to 512 bytes. So okay, we use the calculator here. So it's supposedly 15585 divide by 512. It should be 31 sector because it's a sector we do not need to round off or whatsoever, because if our exceed it will use the whole sector. So understand, right? Okay. So it should be 31 sector, but for this cover page.jpg, the size is 155, but the only one sector, which is sector 451, and it say nothing on this sector. Okay, sounds weird. Let's go to the data unit first. So view allocation list. So 0 to 1 to 32 is probably the which we call the system of the properties itself. So 73, 74. So if you go to image detail here, 73 to 103. So here we can see the file type JPEG image data, JFF IF. So it's valid, JFIF. So here is the total data for this is okay. So display. So the JFIF is valid. Okay. So display ASCII string. Okay. So for 73 is 103 is a file for a JPEG image. So I say this one is the supposedly the related one to JPEG image. So file type image detail is 73. Here they say the file size or not. Okay, never mind. I think this one is something. So we export here first. So it's much more easier. Just export content. So volume 1 the 73 save file. Okay, so we can see the file at the download here. Okay, let's see the properties. So file 182. Okay, similar. Just a few different. So I think it's valid. So let's see the file. It's supposed to be JPEG, JPEG. Okay, never mind. We see the file for the hex editor first. cd download. Hex editor full. Okay. So it's a JFIF starter. So it must be JPEG. So let's see, is there any important? Actually, you can just skip this. Just use this one. Cover page. So you can see from here, image details 73. So it's much more easy to see the hex value, right? So here's the hex value. So let's see the ASCII one. Nothing fishy here. Yes. Okay. Here's a bit fishy because it's very long. I think this was for padding. Okay, let's see what's in the end there. Okay, we come to some English word. So what is this? PW good time. Okay, it does not need a very skillful or intellectual people to know that PW stand for password actually. So just I think I'm just making a new tab for this. cd desktop. So it's much more easy to organize. So the desktop one. So I will take a note for this. So this is the latest image. So PW equal good times. So we find some crucial information here. Okay, let's go. It's still recording. Okay, yeah, still recording. Never mind, I was just checking if I'm just speaking solo. So JFIF. So okay, now we can first we got the password from this. So this is JFIF, which is JPEG. So we just rename the extension here. Okay, let me see open. It's okay. Yes, it's a really JPEG image with 15.9 KB. That's resemble the file size here, which is the cover page. It will run off. Okay. So let's see what it was said here. Port smoker monthly. Your monthly guide to the best port on the plan. This month featured port grower, smoker, and seller is Jimmy Jungle. So we can assume the Jimmy Jungle is the one, the culprit behind this, the seller, which is mean the supplier and the producer, because it's also say grower. So I assume that this cover page contain the name and the password. Okay, just okay. That's all. For the cover page. Okay, next we move on to the Jimmy Jungle dot. Okay, for your information, the red font here means the file is deleted, unlike the file with the blue font. So the red font is the deleted file. So let's see what is in here. Okay, dot. It's obviously a document, a Microsoft Word document. So here we can see some of the message here and some gibberish. So let's see the hex, the hex value. Okay, valid. Let's not like a tempered one. So ASCII string is nothing. So let's see the metadata here. So the metadata dot allocated. So why not allocated? Because it was deleted. So let's see the image detail. It also does not show the allocated one. So if we go to the metadata back here, So here is the metadata is files. So okay, so let's see the size 20480. Okay, let's calculate. 20480 divided by 512 equal 40. So 72 minus 33, 32. 72 minus 32 because the 33 is included, 40. So it's valid. The size from the file size is valid with the sector. So let's just export the content. This is fine. Okay. We already viewed the hex before, so it's same. So let's just rename this one to dot and read it. What is inside? So I open the library office, which the lineup one. Okay, it takes quite a long time. I hope it does not hang. Okay, why? Close. Reopen. Okay, something was wrong with the lineup. Library office. Okay, something was wrong with the lineup library office. Okay, that is the usual way. I just send it to the to my desktop, to my Windows, so we can open directly to this one. Alright. So it's a letter from Joe to Jimmy Jungle. So the name of the sub. Okay, let's see. This is the address of the Jimmy Jungle, as obviously because it sent a letter. Jimmy, dude, your pot must be the best. It made the cover of High Time magazine. Thanks for sending me the cover page. What do you put in your soil? What do you... Okay, just a normal conversation. A curious Joe want to know from Jimmy. This kid, they tell me marijuana is not addictive, but they don't stop buying from me. Man, okay, I'm sure you get about target. You told me about. You must have some experience. Just like gratitude from Joe to the Jimmy. Am I only one you sell to? Maybe I can become distributor. Okay. Maybe not. Maybe yes. So you can see maybe later. I made you the schedule that I am using. Okay. This one is interesting. Schedule. What schedule? I think it helped me cover myself and not be predictive. So the schedule is supposedly to cover Joe Jacob from Big Court. Tell me what you think. To open it, use this same okay. To open it, use the same password that you sent me before with that file. Password. The only thing that resemble a password is the one good time before. The one where we see the good times here is also the only resemble password. Okay, yeah. Okay, quite interesting. I think okay, that's all for the word Jimmy Jungle dot because the hex is a valid hex, the size is a valid hex size, so nothing what more. So let's proceed to the last file, which is schedule visit.exe. So gibberish so let's see the hex pkz, which means it's pkzip. If pkzip means it's a zip file. Okay, then when we see the sector, alright, 1000 104, so a valid one. But if we see before, which I said before, at the data unit 0 to 32 is the next. So 73, actually 73, if you detail here, 73 equal 103 is a data unit for 73 here till 103 is a data unit for as a sector for the JPEG file. So what is the 104 until 108, which is allocated, but for the .sls no, the what is called schedule visit is only shown two sector, 104 and 105, and the size also valid. Okay, sound fishy, but in the image detail it also show the fact content, which is the file 104 to 108. So is this the whole content of the image no, the file. Okay, so we can see here display nothing, so it's valid. Let's see, extract, is there anything that fishy? Nothing. So it's a valid file. Okay, let's just export content first. Okay, here we know the pkz, which means it's a zip file, so we just rename it to a zip file. Okay, so I will extract this one to here. Okay, extract. Oh, it asks me for password. So the password is supposedly to be good times, where we got it before from the cover page. So yeah, it's all correct. So we now can open it. So I think my LibreOffice also was messing up. I just open it through the Windows also. Don't worry, it does not tamper the hex file, that hex data of the file and the MD5 if I just dragging off the VM and in the VM. Okay, let's open it. Oh, it's a schedule. So the one that is a schedule visit. Oh, and also the file is .sls, which means it's a Microsoft Excel file. So here is the high school, the schedule of it. April, Monday 1, Smith High School. May, June, which means that Joe Jacket has been operating on 2002, 3 months. May, April, May and June. So this is the list of the school where he goes. So we can see, just let me sort here to see if there are the total school that he goes. Sort, sort. So you can see Birat High School, Hull High School 1, 2, Key High School 3, Leach High School 4, Richter High School 5, and Smith Hill High School, which was he was caught 6, which is the total of 6 school that he visit to sell the marijuana. Okay, don't save, I don't want to save. So that's all for the image that we have. The file analysis also said schedule visit. Oh, I think it's supposed on the sector 104 to 108. So the size should not be 1000 KB. So let me check here. Properties. Yeah, the size is actually 16856 byte, not via 1000 bytes. So the file also was compressed. Okay, now let's see the answer of the question, because the image has nothing more to see. All the file has been analyzed. So let's see the answer. I already wrote the answer before, just to assist me. So who is Joe Jacob, supplier of marijuana, and what's the address listed? As stated in the Jimmy Jungle document, which recovered from sector 33 to 72, and it was deleted sector 73 to 72. Joe Jacob supplier was Jimmy Jungle 625. We can see it from the document here. Here is the answer. Alright, let's move on to the second question. What crucial data is available within the cover page.jpg file, and why is this data crucial? The JPG file is the picture. The picture is not important at all, except it has only the name, but we can also have the name from the document. The only crucial data harvested from the cover page.jpg file is the string pw good times, which were found at the slide space at the end of the file allocation list units. This data was crucial as we wrote the password for schedule visit, the SA password protected file. Okay, here we found the cover page. No hex, ASCII. Okay, not here. Okay, here. Yeah, so here we can see the password pw good times, and it was used for extracting this file. It was used for extracting this .zip, schedule visit.zip. There is not .ase, it was renamed. It's a fake extension. So next is the third question. What, if any, yes there is any other high school besides Mid Hill does Joe Jacob frequent? In the password protected file, which is the schedule.vz.exe, contain an Excel spreadsheet file. It's not a spreadsheet schedule.vz.exe, it's a schedule.vz.zip. Protected file schedule.vz.exe. It's not a exe, it's a zip. So contain an Excel spreadsheet name schedule.vz.ss. In this spreadsheet contain information about the high school which Joe Jacob frequently does his business aside from Smith Hill, which is, as I said before, Birak High School, Hull High School, Key High School, Leach High School, and Richta High School, alongside with Mid Hill High School. So there are a total of 6 high school that Joe Jacob frequently do his business. For each file, what processes were taken by the suspect to mask them from the others? So what process the Joe Jacob does? So for first, cover page.jpgc. This file was incorrectly pointing to sector 451 on the disk for its data unit, where it should have been pointed to sector 73. Was proven here. We can open here. So it's discover 1.jpg. The sector is 451 and the size is not suitable for the sector. It's actually located at sector 73 until 103 here. So next is 73. Any attempt to open the file would produce the data unit at sector 451, which had all bytes set to F6. As I said, is messed up before. It's already altered page, altered hex here. 4646 F6. So if I export from the sector 451, it will contain nothing. So let's move on. So Jimmy Jungle dot. This file has been deleted. It's simple as that, because it was seen red here, and nothing was mask, and nothing was process was taken by the suspect to mask them. Just deleted. Schedule.vz.se. The length for this file stated it was only 1000 bytes, where its actual length is 2560 bytes in length, as I shown you before. So the extension of this file also did not match the file type. It's not a .exe, it was actually a .zip. The file was also being protected by password. It's a precaution method taken by the Joe Jacob, apparently. Too bad we got the password from the cover page. So what process did you, the investigator, use to successfully examine the entire content of each file? The process was by using the autopsy forensic browser, which was able to successfully retrieve the information need from the image.dd file, the image where we unzip it from. The information found were extracted using the autopsy. Also, the information and file were extracted using the autopsy forensic browser extract functionality, like the export one, the export functionality. Okay, I just show some that I used before. Here, export content. So next is the step taken had been explained alongside the video at the beginning. So from the beginning, I already explained what the step I have taken till the case done, till the crucial information and data had been recovered. So that's all from me. Sorry for my voice because I had a sore throat today during my recording time. Thank you. That's all from me. Thank you, Vedailah.